Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the Scottish Sim Guy. So today I'm just going to run through a little tutorial on the new LANER 25 that is out. So if you have seen in my videos before, especially 22, I kind of used the 22 version on some of my seeders to put tramlines in. Sometimes I really do like to basically play realistically, so putting tramlines in for UK style maps, and with that I just think it makes it a bit more authentic. The way that the 21-22 version worked, you had to mount it onto the tractor, and then with that put the lines, the two bits you'd use for the tram lines, at the back of the seeder. This one, 25, is a lot easier to work. It really is good. So basically we'll just jump in here. So here we have LANER 25. This is what you'll see on the mod hub. So download that on the mod hub. And with that, what it actually gives you is two discs that will go on the back of your seeder to give you your tram lines. And then what is actually done is on game seeders, you can attach them to it. So you can attach them to all these seeders and planters. Now hopefully, as the game develops and modders start making seeders, it might be something that they can be able to have it that the LANER can be attached to their seeder, making it a bit more versatile, a bit more easier to work, because the 22, if you have seen my videos, a bit of faffing about to use it, but this is so easy to use, this mod. It's absolutely brilliant. So I'm basically going to show you three seeders here. So we've got a 3 metre, 6 metre and a 12 metre, and I've got them on the back of the seeders. So you won't be able to see them now until they're activated, but they're all hitched on. The hitch on the back there, you basically, when you buy it out the shop, reverse the seeder up to the LANER discs, and you basically just attach it. So I'm going to use the 6 metre here, so I'm going to go and stick that on, and I'll just show you how to get it set up, show you how to use it, and then basically how to use it as well with GPS. Because 9 times out of 10 when you are doing the headland, depending on your size of sprayer, so it's a 24 metre sprayer, which means to the centre it's 12 metres. So if you do 2 passes of this 6 metre, where you're going to put your tram line in, you need to do a pass and a half to get it basically. So or 2 passes, then do a half pass basically is the way I would do it. So that's what we'll kind of show you here, is how to do this. So I'm going to unfold the seeder here, and then what I'm going to do is select the back there, and then I'm going to unfold cultivator. So you'll see there that these 2 discs have appeared. So these are what will go down into the ground to basically make your tram lines. So on Xbox, we're pressing LB and down on the right analog stick to go down and up to go up. It's as easy as that. But first of all, what you want to do is get these discs in the centre of your tyre marks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw forward here, drawing a straight line, and what I'm going to do is press LB and RB. So I'm going to get this screen there, and LB and RB, and I'm going to press left on the right analog stick, and I'm going to bring those discs in to the centre of those tyre marks to basically make them, put them just out slightly there, in the centre of tyre marks. So again, then now I'm going to swing back round, get myself lined up, and I'm going to start seeding. So can use it. You can use it without GPS. It's easy enough to do. But GPS, and one thing I really like about Farm Simulator 25 is the fact that we use GPS. So what I'm going to do, jump in, steer and assist. I'm going to go to two headlands like that. So, and then I'm going to make this a bit easier for the video, I'm going to have show lines on. Usually I don't bother with the lines, but for the video, just to show you how to do it, I'm going to have it, so I'm going to press OK. I'm going to start my seeder up. I'm going to load my cultivator. And then I'm going to start seeding. So this is all, your headland passes are always determined by the size of your either fertiliser spreader, what it can kick out to, if it's 24 metres, 18 metres, but also your sprayer. A lot of people use a 24 metre sprayer, they might even use bigger. So with that, you've got to work out where your tramline, your first tramline is basically going to be. So if I'm setting this up for 24 metre sprayer, bang in the middle of that sprayer is 12 metres, so we need to work that out where we put tramline in. So with that, we're going to do our first two passes. It gives us 12 metres right to the very edge. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a half pass in. So I'm going to go over half of what I've already done, but then only using half a seeder, but I'm going to drop the discs to leave my tramline. Now, well, how to do that with GPS, because it's just going to pick me out another 6 metres. Well, I'll show you how to do that. What we do is, it doesn't always work, but it'll always work for the second pass of doing this. I've noticed that it wants to take me in a different direction, but if I just don't do it by GPS this first half pass, it will basically have it all set up for the following pass. I'll show you this. So we'll come round here, and what I'm going to do set up. So I'm going to go back into the GPS menu, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to this side offset. So I want to come in the way, so I'm going to go into minuses, and I want to run a half pass. So I want to go 3 metres on this because it's a 6 metre seeder. So by doing that, pressing OK, that should run me up that orange line there. Now it should, and I've tried this, and sometimes it doesn't work and sometimes it does. So I'm going to see how it's taking me out there, but it should be taking, so basically this first one, it doesn't seem to work. So what I do is I do this half pass myself. So I just run centre of the tractor up that orange line, and then as I move over, it falls into place, right? So drop your seeder, and then remember, and LB down on the right analog stick, drop those discs in at the ground, and then we'll go forward, and then basically we are now creating a tramline, right? So I'll drop my tramline into the ground, like so. So, bit easy. A lot easier to use than the 22 version anyway, that's for sure. There's been some thought put into this one when they've made the 25 version, which I'm really grateful for, because I do like to leave tramlines, and this has made it a lot easier. So basically when you get to the end, lift your discs, lift your seeder, turn round. So now it's going to automatically bring you onto where you should be. you still keep it at -3. Yeah, it wanted to bring me out, but basically put that tram line in yourself, and then from here on in through the rest of the field, it is pretty easy and it sorts itself out. So there we are, we're running at the right width. So from now on then, all you need to figure out is how many passes do I need to do, when do I drop the tram line, how many passes. So basically this is 6 metres we're doing now, but we've got 3 metres in to the centre of that other one. So if you're doing 24 metres, that's basically 4 passes, but you're going to have a half pass on this side. So now that's 9 metres. And then when we do the next one, that's going to be 15 when we do this one. And then when you do the next one, that's going to be 21. So it's on the following one after that. So this is 15 metres. So it's basically every 4th pass you'll be dropping those tramline markers to make it tram lines at 24 metres. Left here, swing round, GPS engaged. So once we've done this one, we get down the bottom, then we'll be dropping the tramline markers again to create a tramline at 24 metres. Left button. No, wrong one. Drop that. Drop the tramline markers, and away we go. And then you'll see getting the tram lines marked in. So yeah, it's a great tool. It works a treat. Really glad it's out on 25 now, so I will be using this quite a lot. But yeah, they've got a range of cedars, 3 metres all the way up. I think there's 24, it might even be a 24 metre cedar in there that you can use. So ideal if you like using tram lines on your cedars. Highly recommend giving this mod a little bash, and then the good thing about it is that if you do that little technique, then you can use it with GPS. So obviously that then depends on the size of your cedar. And what I have noticed, if I just jump in here again, the offset. So if you're a 3 metre, your offset will be 1.5 metres. If you're a 6 metre, your offset is going to be 3 metres. If you're a 12 metre, your offset is going to be 6 metres. But unfortunately, this offset only goes to 5. It doesn't go all the way up to 6. So take that into consideration. If you're wanting to use GPS, you might have to stick with a 6 metre or a 9 metre and go to 4.5 metre offset. If you go any bigger, you're not going to have that offset, so it might mean that the easiest thing to do is to just do it by yourself rather than using GPS. But that's just a little tip and a trick there on how to set up and use the drive laner, where to find it, how to use it with GPS. It is pretty self-explanatory. It's probably the easiest drive laner I've ever used out of all the versions that have been out for Farming Simulator. So definitely give it a little try out, and if you have liked the video, have liked what I've done, folks, give us a little like, subscribe, comment. We're always grateful of it, and hopefully we'll catch you and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.